Hello, everyone, and welcome back. Apologies for the little holiday last week. Had some change in plans, so I wasn't home. But anyway, thank you again for joining me. Hi, Shane. I just want to warn that I'm in a lot of pain today, so I don't know how long I'm going to get through this one. I might not last the full 2 hours, but we're going to try. Yes, we could say that the last one was a birthday holiday because it was Shane's birthday the day before the stream, so I was hanging out with him and then I decided not to go home. But anyways, so where are we on the stream? In the last stream, we basically just like spent the time trying to figure out how to get me into my hostel room. I mean, there's a bunch of other messing around and talking to some people, but for the most part, it was just like, I don't know what to do. I need to sleep. I got nowhere to sleep. And then Kim comes around. I mean, it felt a little corrupt. Just gonna call that out. That he was like, let's just sell these things that I confiscated. Isn't that evidence? He's like, not really. He just didn't come back for it. Isn't that corruption? No? Okay, cool. Rules don't apply to us. Whatever. So we used the money for that to pay for my room, which is what matters. And then I had a really fucking creepy nightmare. Like, really creepy nightmare. But it had a cool disco ball in it. You should go check it out. But anyways, now we're gonna, it's day 2. And we're gonna, like, talk to some people. Because some people have showed up in the whirling that we've kind of been, quotations, waiting for. So we're gonna see how that goes. Alright. Oh my gosh. Pain is bad today. I just gotta warn. Shane says rules don't apply to hobo cops. Of course not, because we're not real cops. I mean, that's literally in the description. Haha. So we like get all the privileges of cops. How do you say? You know, the law doesn't apply to us, but then we also aren't, you know, professional or anything. Anyways, what does that say? This is what I studied law for? Question mark. Curious. Okay. All right. Onward. I'm so preoccupied with my pain right now. I'm sorry. Who should we start with? Because she's moved. She used to be over there. Oh, but there's all kinds of people over here. Ooh, there's so much. Titus, you were told to keep a low profile. Who's Titus? Is that guy? This guy? Anyways, we're going to start with just the first person in front of us, even though we've already talked to her. Kim recommends you ignore them to start. Ignore them? Bozo. Is that what he said in the last stream, Shane? I don't remember that. Can't wait to change out of these rags.
Just a moment.
The old woman turns back to the cafeteria manager.
She's agitated, judging from the way she keeps pulling at the frayed edge of her blanket.
Okay.
And there's no public phones nearby?
The closest phone booth is down the coast. Sorry for the inconvenience, ma'am.
The cafeteria manager appears genuinely apologetic. Shane says, yeah, he said as like a power play, you are too important for them type shit. Okay, but I'm also too curious. Fair. I get it. You do power plays with twats like the, what to call the mob boss, the union boss. You know, when curiosity comes around though, the cat gotta find out. You know how it is. Yes, curiosity does kill me. Anyways, carrying on.
It's fine, I understand. Thank you anyway.
She turns back to you with a wary smile.
I'm glad to see you again, dear.
Yay, 1. Good day, ma'am. Everything all right? 2. Sorry, ma'am. I didn't mean to eavesdrop on your conversation. Tell me how I might make it up to you. 3. You seem busy. I'll come back later. I mean, we don't need to apologize. We're not sorry, cop. This has been established. Refuse that label. So we'll say, good day, ma'am.
Oh, please don't trouble yourself about me, sweetie. I was just hoping to make a call, but the Whirling's phone line isn't working.
Oh, dear. Shane says, totally just reminding you what Kim said. I mean, I appreciate that, Shane, because you're very much a, how do we say it, Kim lover. Not to be overly pokey, but you did say that Kim's like your favorite guy. Although my other friend was like Kim's best man, so I get it. everybody loves Kim, and I'm sure I will develop a loving for him as well. I like him. I'm just like, I'm a little about the corruption in the last stream, but he's a cop. What can you expect? Anyway, moving on.
The union office probably has a phone, but I can't really get there. Or to the phone booth down the coast. And Gary's phone is dead too.
She sighs. 1, wait, what's wrong with the phone line? 2, why did you need to use the phone anyway? I mean, yeah, we need to know what's wrong with the phone line first.
The manager was vague about it.
She frowns.
Why would he be vague about phone problems? This is something to look into later. Ask God, maybe.
1, I mean, the only option, why did you need to use the phone anyway?
To let the young woman who's house sitting for us know that we may be delayed. Morel, my husband, and our friend Gary were supposed to get back by Monday night, but they're still missing, and I haven't heard from them.
Oh dear.
I was also hoping she'd heard from Morel.
She looks down.
A little missing persons puzzle might just be the thing to take your mind off the hangover.
Okay. 1, okay, I'll bite. Has your husband gone missing before? 2, this sounds more like a side thing. I need to take care of my main thing. Then I'll get back to this. I mean, sure, I'll bite.
That's just it. This isn't like him at all. He always plans his expeditions so carefully.
Expeditions.
But you have more important things to worry about.
She glances out the window toward the bay. Okay, so 1, what is this expedition your husband was on? 2, so your husband is some kind of scientist? Random. 3, tell me more about morale, looks, character, your relationship. 4, you don't notice this about me, but actually, I have lost all memory of the world and myself, and I have no idea what I'm doing. Why? 5, that's all for now. Okay. Well, what is this expedition your husband was on?
Just some field work, sweetie. Morel is a highly trained scientist. He and his assistant Gary are studying an extremely rare species of insect.
Oh.
But they should have returned by now. They were just going down the coast across the waterlock to set a few traps. He said they'd be back on Monday.
She sighs.
What could be keeping them?
The waterlock, that was broken. Could this be it?
Good memory logic, because I certainly forgot that. Okay, 1. Wait, who's this Gary person? Do you trust him? 2, that waterlock is the other side of the coast. That waterlock to the other side of the coast is broken. They're probably just stuck over there. I mean, it is good to ask who Gary is.
Oh, sweetie, it's nothing like that.
She smiles.
Gary's as loyal as they come. I trust him with my husband's life any day.
The waterlock to the other side of the coast is broken. They're probably just stuck over there.
Oh my. What happened to the waterlock?
1, you may not believe it, but it looks like some maniac crushed his motor carriage into it. Right, the guy with the sausage, or was it salami? Anyway, 2, wouldn't you know it's blocked by a big butter billboard? It fell right onto the water. 3, probably just some technical problem. I mean, I don't see any reason not to tell her the truth. It was some maniac.
Oh, sweetie, if it weren't for you, I'd be looking forward to another sleepless night. Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
She turns to the lieutenant.
Thank you both.
We did good.
You're welcome, ma'am.
All I had to do was talk to her. Like, problem solved.
I hate to ask, but if your investigation takes you to the other side of the coast, please do keep an eye out for my husband.
Indeed.
Yes, some left-field scientific research is exactly what you need right now. Funk up that vanilla murder investigation.
And if you see him, let him know Lena is waiting for him here at the Whirling. He gets so tangled up in his work that he may not know the waterlock's been repaired. And it's cold out there.
1. If I see him, I'll let him know you're here. When or if I get there. Accept task. Okay. I've really spent too much time on this side case as it is. I mean, I don't see any reason to be callous about it. If you don't go over there, you don't talk to him, right? So, yeah, we'll accept.
Oh, you're such a dear. Thank you, sweetie.
It's not like I don't have enough tasks as it is. So your husband is some kind of scientist?
Oh, yes. A zoologist. A cryptozoologist, to be more precise.
The fuck? Yeah, what is a cryptozoologist, ma'am?
It's a pseudoscience that attempts to legitimize research into mythological beasts and urban legends.
The lieutenant sounds unimpressed.
That's one opinion, yes. And people are entitled to their opinions.
I mean, Kim, she's being very nice. Shane says, all the side quests. Kim loves them. I'm sensing sarcasm.
She's used to playing off such insults casually, but they still affect her.
I respect that.
My apologies, ma'am. I did not mean to undermine your hobby.
Good of you, Kim. Humility is the best trait.
It's not a hobby, dear. It's a subfield of zoology, one specializing in animal species that are so exceedingly rare that many assume them to be extinct or even fictitious.
Cool.
Searching for such species called cryptids is difficult and often thankless, and frankly, many scientists are too lazy to do it. Universities these days are rarely interested in supporting real research.
Oh, that's interesting. I mean, that just gets into the whole, like, most studies these days can't be revalidated because people are too busy being published, so they're not doing real science. Interesting concept.
The quality of research at Revacholian universities has been on the decline, but you doubt there was ever a time when cryptozoology was embraced by the academic elite.
Just because it wasn't embraced doesn't mean it's not valid. God, encyclopedia is so mean. Okay. Do we need to know? Sure, tell me more about your husband.
Oh dear, I'm not sure where to begin.
What does your husband look like?
Well, his expression is slightly grumpy, but his eyes are always bright and curious, like a small boy's. And his palms are quite coarse from all the field work, but he's quite gentle.
Okay.
You can't go around Revachol feeling grown men's hands. If you want to find her husband, you'll need more concrete information.
That's funny. Let's try again. Why don't you try describing him as you would one of your cryptids? 2. That's good enough. Let me ask you something else. Yeah, no. Describe him like a cryptid.
Oh, well, he's a bit shorter than you, but with a larger frame. And he has longish white hair, usually a bit uncombed. You might say wild, even.
Okay.
The lieutenant pulls out his notebook and begins jotting down the woman's description.
Alrighty.
One other thing, he'll likely have all kinds of field gear on him, even if he's not out in the reeds, you know, just in case.
Okay, and how long have you been married?
We'll be celebrating our 16th anniversary this autumn. Not the most numerically satisfying anniversary, but I like the less obvious milestones even more somehow.
Her smile is soft. That's what it says. Interesting. Okay. How did the two of you meet?
Via dating agency, I'm ashamed to say. I was looking to get back into the scene after recovering from my accident, and he'd just divorced.
Oh, divorcee. Very nice.
We hit it off, and, well, here we are.
She smiles wistfully.
She's skipping over some important parts. Perhaps you'll find out more later.
I mean, it's not relevant to finding him, if you ask me. 4. I think I have all of the information I need. Let's move on.
I hope I've been useful.
Tell me more about this rare insect your husband is looking for.
Oh, sweetie, it's fascinating. But I shouldn't bore you with entomological minutiae.
She catches herself.
The lieutenant gives you a sideways glance.
Shut up, Kim. Stop judging me. I'm curious. Just because you lost your curiosity doesn't mean that I shouldn't. Carry on with mine. 1. No, I want to hear about the insect. 2, you're right. I don't have time for insect facts right now. Let's talk about something else. I mean, Shane's like, yeah, more insects. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. More insects. Tell me more.
Well, it's a
Yes.
phasmid, technically, but
Ah yes, Phasmatodea, a diverse group of insects whose bodies resemble twigs, leaves, that sort of thing.
Oh,
Ghost insects, colloquially.
well, they're like, do the super blendy stuff. Yeah, no. Okay. Evolution. Woo.
where other phasmids imitate sticks or leaves, this one's a living reed. It disguises itself among the reeds here on the Insulindian coast.
Cool.
Hence its name, the Insulindian phasmid. Perhaps you'll end up co-discovering the phasmid with us, officers.
She looks you in the eye and nods thoughtfully.
I knew it. We're gonna be chasing made-up insects with cryptozoologists.
You sound so burdened, Kim. My God.
It's not made up, officer. I can assure you. It's simply elusive, so much so that most establishment zoologists doubt it exists at all.
Sounds like fibromyalgia. I mean, it's evolved, but that's how it started out. Anyways, 1. What makes you think the phasmid is around here? 2. So it is dangerous? Is it dangerous, rather? 3. Is it valuable? 4. Does it have cool powers? Shane says, yes, we are, Kim. It'll be so fun. Yeah, Kim, stop being such a hater. It's gonna be a great time. Okay. What makes you think that the phasmid is around here?
Well, some teenagers making out in the reeds saw one. They didn't know what it was, of course, but there was a brief article in a local newspaper about their encounter with a ghost insect that looks like the reeds. Gary sent us the clipping.
So a newspaper clipping is all the evidence you have.
Of course, most phasmid sightings turn out to be false alarms, but their description matched the Insulindian phasmid perfectly, and they didn't even know what they were looking at.
Enthusiasm has wiped the worry from her face. Her eyes sparkle behind her glasses.
You seem really excited about this cryptid.
I suppose I have something of a personal connection to the Insulindian phasmid. All scientists have their little hobby horses.
Okay. So, is it dangerous?
Not at all. Why else would it hide itself so carefully?
Is it valuable?
Oh, I doubt it. No one gets into cryptozoology for the money, sweetie.
So how do you eat? Okay. Does it have cool powers? Valid question.
Yes, it can blend in almost perfectly among the reeds.
Okay, I guess.
It's how it stayed hidden all these years. Centuries, even.
Her face lights up at the thought of it. Okay. We'll call camouflage a good power. Fair enough. Okay, what's so special about this stick bug then? Stick bug.
Oh dear. I'm afraid I'm not explaining this very well. It is very special.
The woman's face flushes with embarrassment. Aw, why did we have to be so rough?
Morel can explain it all much better. I wish you could hear him describe it. Then you'd understand, I'm sure.
I'm sure, yes. You don't notice this about me, but actually, I have lost all memory. Yeah, we're not doing that one. We're not doing that one. Oh, it's low. Maybe you could convince her to tell you about some cool cryptids. I've had my fun with the cryptids. I'm actually okay. I don't need that. But thanks for the offer. That's all for now, ma'am. Alright, so we have a new task, which is on Tuesday. Oh, they're dated. To find her husband. So we told her what happened. So she's still worried if you see him. Okay, so we have to just... Our new task is tell her if we ever see him. If we see some scraggly scientist-looking guy, let her know. That's the task. Got it. Babysitting imbeciles. What the heck, Liz? We've already talked to him. I guess we'll talk to you.
Let me handle this.
The woman says to the crowd in the mess hall before turning to you. So this is the person who was sitting outside for a while and gave us directions before, right? That's what I'm remembering, I feel. We're going with it.
Detective disorientated.
She smiles
Are
coldly.
you still wondering where you are? This is Martinez, in case you've forgotten. I advise you not to overstay your welcome.
So friendly, not friendly. Wow. And also, yes, she just confirmed my question. You're not very nice, are you?
Her entire character has shifted.
Yeah.
This young woman is cold as ice.
100%. Shane says she gave you the yellow gloves too and called herself a gardener. Well, she's a pretty cold gardener at this point. Not gonna grow many leaves with that attitude, lady. Right. 1. You're the gardener! 2. You lied to me! You're not a gardener! 3. I just want to know more about the place before I check it out. That's normal. Making excuses. I mean, yeah, let's yell at her. You're the gardener.
No, I am not a gardener. I'm a legal counselor for the Dock Workers Union.
She crosses her arms. She said she was a gardener.
So let's get to it. You're looking for Titus Hardy? You think he has information that will help you? Maybe he does.
She points to the man on her right. Like they're all on your right. What?
That's Titus. Talk to him. But know this. I'll be keeping an eye on you. No strong arming. Nothing official. The District of Martinez does not recognize your authority to make arrests.
Whether you recognize authority or not, they will strong arm you if they so choose. Moving on.
It doesn't matter if you recognize our authority. We will make an arrest if we have to.
Yeah, no, that is how cops behave. Thanks, Kim. Exactly. Like, they don't care if you recognize them. They're still gonna just fucking throw cuffs on you anyways. And then they'll be like, I had a uniform on, didn't I? Save before Titus? Alright, fine.
She says nothing. Her glare speaks for her.
Interesting.
Could this be the Miss Buford that Easy Leo mentioned? The one Mr. Everard sent to law school?
Oh. Interesting idea. What's your role in all this? It's 1, 2. Are you Lizzie, Elizabeth, Miss Beaufort? 3. What if I want to talk to you, not Titus? 4. What are you going to do to me? 5. Why are you so aggressive? 6. I should talk to Titus then. What's your role in all this?
Like I already told you, I'm a legal counselor. Do you have hearing problems?
I mean, maybe. She crosses her arms. Are you Lizzie, Elizabeth, Miss Beaufort?
I suggest not wasting time on trivial pleasantries and focusing on why you are actually here. Titus Hardy.
She points to the tall man by the table. Okay, so she's not up for conversation.
Even though she has excellent control over herself, something moved behind her eyes. In the way she stands. In her face.
Alright. Composure. Why does it keep doing that? Okay, 1. Easy, Leo told me about you. He likes to talk a lot. Hardy? Not yet. I had another question. I mean, let's start gentle.
You are not here to chat up the legal counsel. You are here to question these men.
I will determine what I am here for and what I am not. Anyways. What if I want to talk to you, not Titus?
What you want is of no significance, officer. Don't test your authority. In Martinez, you are no one.
Well, hot diggity. Oh, jeez. very aggressive. I don't know if this is a good question to ask. What are you going to do to me? So I'm gonna go with, why are you so aggressive?
Aggressive? You make your living enforcing violence. These people are just dock workers.
Okay, now I kind of like her because cha.
So you were spying on us, and now you represent murder suspects. Just dock workers.
Also a good point.
Listen, you moral intern lackeys. You're a mob, enforcing the unlawful privatization of Revachol. 20 fat men in the Occident are stealing it all, and you're their bodyguards.
Oh. Okay. Elizabeth and Tommy need to get together because they got their shit together and I like it. Also, she is aggressive though.
Fuck yeah.
Exactly. The tall, broad-shouldered man takes a sip of his beer.
So ask what you came to ask, or get back to your commanders.
Okay. Okay. So 1, the world needs a financial buffer zone. No need to get emotional. The fuck is that? Sorry, I don't even... 2, the privatization is not unlawful. It's cool and funny. Maybe you're just not historic individuals. That's dumb. 3, excuse me, I don't know where you heard that, but it's wrong. The RCM is principled and strong, unlike you socialists. Okay. 4, I liked that. Good start. Let's take it a step further. Armed uprising. What are the union's plans? I like that. And 5 is, yeah, let's do that. Let's ask those questions. Shane says, his beer? Titus, it's like 9 a.m. I mean, Shane, it's all 5 o'clock somewhere. It's, I mean, like, you know, is he a night worker? Because then it's actually the end of his day, right? Don't judge. Anyway. I like that. Good start. We're going with 4. Let's take it a step further. Armed uprising. What are the union's plans?
Look, a comedian. Do your job, ask your questions, then get out of Martinez.
Her expression stiffens.
Strange. It's as if people don't believe a cop could be a socialist revolutionary.
I mean, it is a fucking oxymoron, let's be real. If you were truly a revolutionary, you'd quit your job as a cop, but that contradicts the story. Moving on. Fuck it. Let's go with 4. What are you going to do? What are you going to do to me? The lieutenant is not satisfied with the approach. So I was wise to have skipped that one. Fuck.
What are we going to do to you?
She starts laughing. It's a cold laughter, devoid of joy. Uh-oh.
The union isn't going to do anything to you. It is not a crime syndicate. It is a labor organization.
Well played.
Uh-huh. Goddamn right it is.
A grumpy humph from the table.
If anything, it is the RCM who do things to people.
She shakes her
But
head.
we digress.
All right. I'm with you. I should talk to Titus then. That was fun. I wish there was more dialogue with her. What's this? It's a bowl. They're spitting it. Reeks of tobacco. Huh. Why? Blackout drunk. Here I come. I have slow metabolism, Dennis. Everett isn't paying me enough for this. Give me another one. Photos of men in overalls toting guns and union placards. Oh dear. So which one was it? Men you see hawthorn bushes outside. The fuck's the relevance of hawthorn bushes? Oh, thanks for the reminder, Shane. I meant to save and then I forgot because that's what I do. Escape. Quick save. Cool? I mean, it's not like I really did much. I guess where are we at for time? Okay, it's been a half hour. Fair enough. Anyway, in that regard, I am just going to... I've lost my mouse. There we go. Check my stuff. Bitrate's good. Cool. Awesome. So, Titus, you were told to keep a low profile. Right, she's already said that before. Okay, so we're assuming that that's Titus. He's the only clickable one. Did you fucking shit in your boots? I like that one. Okay. Yeah, what's up with that? Bust out the big guns. Can't wait to change out of these rags. Okay, you already said that. Oh, I'm having a moment. Sorry. Alright, we've saved. Titus, I hear this is going to be a long conversation.
This is where you say your bit.
Okay. New task. Interrogate the vigilantes. Dun dun dun. A broad-shouldered man points at you with a beer can. Do you want to share?
Detective.
The lieutenant acknowledges you with a sharp note. He's leaving it to you. Oh no, Kim. That's a bad idea. Okay, so 1. Don't say anything yet. 2. First, we need to talk about your attitude. 3. We need to talk about the man hanged out back. Are we gonna get straight to it? Should we behave like, you know, strong and stoic and quiet? How are we feeling? I am feeling pain, and it's really fucking annoying. That's why I'm so, like, moving around constantly. God damn it. Anyways, let's say nothing. Be stoic.
Hey, dipshit. You hard of hearing or something? The boss man's talking to you.
Oh, and what are you, his little bodyguard? Fuck off.
Do not let their squeals disturb your serenity. These are but simple peasants, sire.
All right, drama. My God. 1. The chatter is too insane to reach your ears. Insane. LOL. Raise your chin and gaze into the distance like a prince. That's amazing. A little bit too stoic. We need to talk about the man hanged out back. 3 is first we need to talk about your attitude. I like that they switched them, because yeah, no, like, fuck your attitude. That doesn't get you anywhere, right? So, okay, we need to talk about the hanged guy.
Oh, this is about him.
He looks around.
A real looker, that won't.
Okay, so you're heartless.
You're sure taking your time, waiting for him to get ripe and pretty for you, huh?
Shane, drama is so dramatic. I know, right? Ugh. Sire.
Oh, he was a real pretty boy by now. Real hot stuff. Letting out that pretty boy smell.
Ooh. Glenn nods along. That. You guys are gross.
Time to go to work in the shit factory!
Oh, welcome to life.
Easy, boys. These janitors have a hell of a job cut out for them. I mean, I wouldn't go in there for $1 million.
Okay, he slaps his forehead. Sorry, I just need to adjust something so I can see the time.
You might want to start asking your questions now. It's not going to get better than this.
Good to know! 1, scan the room. 2, the man hanged in the backyard. Did you do it? 3, I'm going to take off now. Why so direct and right off the fucking... I guess, who needs bushes to beat, right? When you can just ask. She says to hurry. There's something in my eye. I'm wondering if I should just scan the room first. Fuck it, scan the room.
No. I's here. You got business with my boys. You got business with me.
He points at himself. Okay, not allowed to look at people. Noted.
He understood what you were doing, taking inventory of them.
Indeed.
Yeah! You fuck with the Hardy boys, you fuck with Titus Hardy!
Shouts the scrawny, rat-faced man, 2 teeth missing in the front. Oh boy, buddy.
Relax, Dennis. No one is fucking you yet.
Says the 40-something man from the corner with a plectrum hanging from his neck. The fuck is a plectrum? What's a plectrum, Shane? Anyway.
Yeah, Dennis, calm down. No one's fucking you, you stupid fuck.
Why is everybody talking about sex now? A blonde man in his 30s agrees. I'm getting all their ages now.
Let Dennis enjoy his fucking, man.
with him, man.
Oh boy. You notice gang tattoos. The man must be either Mesque, or Ceramirizian. Nope, I didn't do that, did I?
Yeah, you're not even being fucked, Dennis.
Oh boy, that was sad. The fat man in the middle lets out a little chuckle.
Easy, fellas. We got company. Let's see what brings the cop around.
Titus puts an end to it. All right.
Too late. You already scanned the room. You got a pretty good picture.
A picture of what?
Of the actor's hair. You could take another look at the tracks in the mud on the crime scene. Compare it to these guys.
Okay, fair enough. Shane says plectrum is like a pick for certain types of instruments. Plastic or bone or whatever. And why was I asking? It said something about a plectrum up here. Anyway, I appreciate that, Shane. Now I don't even remember the relevance, but it's a fucking weird word. Moving on. I'm in so much pain right now. I can't think. Okay. We've scanned the room. So we're gonna just ask them directly. Did you fucking murder the guy?
The pretty boy. You guys really love talking about that pretty boy.
He takes a sip from his can. Okay, so we're just taking that as a fucking yes, right? Jesus Christ. Oh, the plectrum was hanging around the guy in the corners. Okay. A certain type of instrument. Like a pick. Okay, that's a weird thing to have around your neck. Thank you, Shane. I really appreciate that. I can't think right now. Okay, but we agree that he just basically, like, not said that they're the murderers. Yes. Okay, moving on.
Funny, but my partner and I have a serious matter to discuss with you.
Excuse me. The lieutenant says something without a smile. Says without a smile. Says something. Sorry, my brain. The lieutenant says without a smile. Why is there a container belt around the dead man's neck? 2, you're involved somehow. I just don't have proof yet. I mean, I'm with 2, but let's just go with, asking direct questions.
Container belt? Like we use in the harbor?
Yes, why?
Because we took it from the harbor where we work. Then we went out back and used it to hang him.
I'm sorry. I didn't expect that. I still have to. That's a lot. He just, openly was like, yeah, we fucking killed him. What? No wonder my questions were so direct. His answer is so direct. I am overwhelmed. There was, not even a little bit of weaseling there. Okay. That was very fucking direct. That was overwhelming. Moving on. If I can.
We did this. Together. All of us. Until he was dead. That's why there's a container belt around his neck.
He looks you dead in the eye. Well, if that ain't a man who just knows he's gonna get away with murder, I don't know what it is, but Jesus fucking Christ. Shane's like, case solved. Good game. Okay, fair point, Shane. Sus. Well, okay, so what you're saying, then, is he's saying it that way because he's being sarcastic? The sarcasm is definitely not coming through.
There's a catch hidden somewhere. He didn't confess so that you could take them all away. It's too simple.
Yeah. Okay, so it's not sarcasm, but I am missing something. Squint your eyes. But there's a catch. 2. Aha! So you just confessed to murder? 3. That's it. The game's over. You got we got the perpetrator. I mean, this would be really funny. Oh, wait. They're gonna say that they found him dead, aren't they? He was already dead when we found him, and we just thought it would be fun to string him up. Did I just call it? Let's see. But there's a catch.
There is no catch. These 7 honest men have all equally come forth to tell you what happened, so that you don't waste any more of your time.
There's definitely something intentionally being left out.
All 7 together. They're diluting responsibility. It's an anti-arrest tactic.
Yeah. 1. You murdered him just like that. No remorse. 2. Who called the shots that night? 3. When did this hanging incident occur? 4. Why did you kill him? 5. How did you kill him? 6. Why don't I just arrest you? Step closer to Titus. I feel like that's going to go real bad and we're going to leave that till later. Sure, let's start with 1. So you just murdered him, no remorse?
How many people have you sent to the Shays? Ever felt remorse for them?
That is a fair question to ask a cop. I can say I haven't killed anybody, but moving on.
Chaise électrique is the method of capital punishment in Revachol under the Coalition. During the suzerain's reign, it used to be the firing squad.
Oh, just quite what? What? Okay.
Or send them to Reunion to rot. For 20 years. For life.
He says it as if it were worse than dying. Ooh. Shane says, joke's on him. We have no idea what we've done. Exactly. We have complete amnesia, so haha. We're innocent. Okay, 1. And Reunion, what's that? 2. Yes, but these were all bad people. Criminals. The scum of the earth. Oh my god. 3. Look, I'm just doing my job. That's all. Ugh, also gross. Okay, so like, I'm just gonna pause right there. If you can excuse behavior that you actually genuinely think is abhorrent or immoral by saying, well, I was just doing my job, then you're being abhorrent and immoral. Yes, there is a need to provide for yourself. We live in a capitalist society. We all need to eat. We need to feed our children. And we also need to be accountable to ourselves in the world that we want to live in, and like how we're willing to live in it and what we're willing to do. And you kind of set the boundaries in a lot of ways. You have more power than you ever give yourself respect or credit for. I shouldn't say ever, but often do when you're in a workplace. You have the choice to say no. I can at least say in Canada, in Ontario, we literally, legally have the right to say no to something that we don't think is right. But across the world, it matters what you choose to do. Do not justify your actions with capitalism. You're still responsible for them. It's not just your job. Rant over. Anyways, Shane says, but money absolves me from casualty? No. No, you're responsible. What you do matters. Rant over twice. Moving on. Okay, I'm in so much pain. 1. What do you do, or 4, what we do is different. We enforce the law. You just kill people like it's nothing. Right? That's different. 5, honestly, I drink so much, I can't really remember anyone I've sent behind bars. That one's probably, like we were just saying, Shane and I, true. But, we're just gonna go with end Reunion. What's that?
The River Esperance Correctional Facility. A military prison run by the Coalition, dubbed Reunion by the inmates.
Oh.
The origin of the name is unknown.
I'm very curious about the origin of the name now. The River Esperance Correctional Facility. Yeah, it's not an acronym. Reunion. So 1, yes, but these were all, okay, so it's the same options. Bad, bad, bad. Okay, these are all bad options. Shit. Is this all I have? Okay. Problem. I don't agree with any of this. 'Cause like, No one's bad enough to be treated as poorly as the police tend to treat people. Well, and then there's like, you know, society tended to make a lot of the sociopaths that exist. Not just saying they're not bad. I'm just like, yeah, I don't agree with these philosophies. Okay. We're just gonna go with I drink too much.
Doesn't remember them. He just forgets. Are you hearing this, Titus?
The rat-faced man shouts. I think I upset him. Oh no.
Ain't no use keeping a stiff catalog in your head. That's for sure.
He wipes his mouth with the back of his hand. So anyway, who called the shots that night? When did this hanging incident occur? Let's start with when.
You don't have to answer any of his questions.
Damn it. The fixer turns to remind Titus. The fixer? Why is she being called the fixer? Anyway, whatever.
I know, Lizzie. Relax.
He takes a
We
sip.
killed him last Sunday night. Seemed like a good way to end the week.
Jesus Christ. And his life. One, how long had you known the victim? Two, understood. Next question. No, I mean, how long did you know him?
Known him? We don't associate with scum like that, asshole.
Okay.
Yeah. Who do you think we are?
Murderers?
Quiet. He came around about 3 weeks ago when that Pines cow first sailed into town. Happy?
Pines cow. Titus gives Glenn a stern look.
By the Pines cow, you mean Joyce Messier?
Yeah.
The representative for White Pines? The same company you are striking against?
The lieutenant pretends to check his notes.
No. I mean the Pines cow. The stupid-ass cow they sent in to fuck us over. But you know what?
He rubs his chin, pretending to mull it over. What? Shane says a fixer is a person who uses influence or makes arrangements for another, especially by improper or unlawful means. Oh, she's a fixer. All right. Thanks, Shane. Shane is our real-world encyclopedia. Anyways, So he is or isn't referring to Joyce? I'm not getting this clear.
Why don't you ask her about the pretty boy? I'm sure she has interesting things to say when you ask her hard enough.
He is referring to Joyce?
That's enough insinuation for today, Titus.
She turns to you.
Officer, your interview is drawing to an end. Don't waste your last questions.
Shit. I'm not going to get to ask them all, am I? Okay. Why don't I just arrest you? How did you kill him? Why did you kill him? How, why, why? Should I do how or why? Does it matter? Okay, let's go with how.
We hanged him up by his neck until he got real still. Wasn't that obvious, Copper?
I wasn't sure if he was dead beforehand, honestly.
Didn't they teach you anything at the cop school, idiot?
Yeah, not to just assume that what's immediately apparent is the actual scene, but, you know, whatever.
This is where an autopsy would come in handy. You have to work with what you know.
Basically nothing. Okay. We need more. Did you muffle him? We haven't heard any reports of screams. 2, right, maybe another question then. We need more. Did you muffle him?
Titus, you don't have to clarify anything.
Okay.
We overpowered him, dragged his unconscious body to the tree, put a noose around his neck, and hanged him till he was dead and steady.
Okay, so you hung him while he was passed out, is the idea. Okay, I'm still going with the theory that I think he was already dead. You found him dead, and you're trying to claim credit for it.
Then we left him for seagulls, maggots, and you fucks.
The small man points at you.
Make them a bit more uncomfortable first, then see if it all adds up.
Okay, 1. How did you manage to overpower him? 2. Where did this overpowering happen? Not great. Kosher says, things aren't quite right here, are they? And then 4 is right. I have other questions about the lynching. Oops, sorry. Okay, yeah. We need to know where. How isn't as important at this point. Where, because that's like our scene, right? Where did you this overpowering happen?
Right fucking here. The fucker pranced in here like he owns the place. Got what was coming to him.
He looks around. Okay, wait, so Gart should know about this then? Huh. How did you manage to overpower him?
With numbers, asshole. How do you think? You're right, Lizzie. I've done enough explaining here.
Oh, shit. I guess that was an annoying question.
No, he hasn't. Not yet.
Ooh, it's higher. All right, fuck it.
Actually, they're admirably, surprisingly composed. The entire room. Given how many questions you've lobbed their way.
Well, fuck. All of them? Maybe one of them is fidgeting? Cracking under the pressure?
Well, this one. But he's always fidgeting, so don't get your hopes up.
Well, fuck. Right, I have other questions about the lynching.
Like what, Copper?
Who called the shots that night? Why did you kill him? Why don't I just arrest you? Okay, this one's stupid. Why did you kill him?
Why? 'Cause he was worthless mercenary scum. And he stepped out of line in my town.
Well, look at you, tough little boy. Okay. 1, so he was a mercenary. That's it. 2, glad we cleared that up. Let's go with 1.
And he stepped out of line.
He repeats, jaw clamped shut like a vice. He really needs it to be reinforced that he was a tough little boy. Okay, noted.
What kind of mercenary?
The kind that shows up when you start a strike. The experienced kind, too. Had Kohoy and Semenine written all over him. Ex-Oranese Special Forces.
Interesting.
A live grenade. Right here in our bar.
The man spreads his arms.
I can't prove it, but I know he was sent by the Wild Pines. They hire merc shit like that. Story of every strike from here to Samara.
Okay, 1, hold on. How do you even know he was in Special Forces? 2, right, but what did he actually do wrong? I mean, like, yeah, how did you know?
'Cause one night, he walked straight up to the mic and said, I'm RNA's goddamn Special Forces, and I'm gonna fuck you all.
He walked up to the mic and signed his death warrant? What?
Really?
For real, Kim and I are equally shocked.
Yeah, really. Had a gin and tonic up there, sang some RNA's paratrooper song, and said he's gonna fuck everyone.
Oh, boy.
We couldn't believe it either. But he fucking did. Right there. Like some kind of animal.
He points at the stage. Okay, we can't see the stage from here, but we're gonna assume... Like, it's through a wall for you. You can't see the stage. Whatever. Okay, you know what? Whatever.
Sire, the tale is true.
That's crazy. Drama must love it, though.
This is a serious violation of the karaoke code.
Okay. 1, right, but what did he actually do wrong? And 2 is okay. Besides crimes against karaoke, what did he actually do wrong? We're going with 2.
Wrong? He harassed women, raped one, harassed workers, threatened to kill some as a warning.
He wipes spittle from his mouth. I'm sorry. Those are valid reasons to be really upset with a person. Not murder, but he sounds like he was not no innocent person just doing his job.
From rape to harassment to threats of violence. Why the strange de-escalation?
Oh. That's a good question. Rhetoric.
He regrets mentioning it. Hopes you didn't notice.
Sus?
To kill us all if we don't open the gates, if we don't let the scabs in, if we don't bend over.
He cracks his
And
knuckles.
that was before he started coming here.
Huh.
Yeah, he said it was his favorite joint now. Started to come in here every night. Drinking, grabbing girls. Grabbed one of ours mid-karaoke, right there on the stage.
Oh dear.
He grabbed someone?
The lieutenant is trying to make sense of this flood of information. Yeah, indeed.
Yeah, this girl's on the mic. A beautiful girl, young. Gets into the second verse of Lover Lake. The fucker grabs her legs, starts screaming.
That's messed up.
Show me your cunt! Why don't you show me your cunt? Then, he gets knocked on the head with a wine bottle. Doesn't even fall down.
He shakes his head in disbelief. Is this for real? Are they just like feeding us some ridiculous story? Anyways, 1, was this the same girl who was sexually assaulted, raped, you said? 2, okay then, now about the man you killed. No, yeah, 1, was it the same girl he raped?
Aren't you fucking listening? My man is talking to you. He took care of it. They got the girl out before anything else could happen.
Yeah, but Titus, you said that there was a rape.
Yeah, me and Eugene got around. Aren't you fucking listening?
He repeats like a parrot. Oy.
There's something odd here.
Yeah, I'm with you, drama.
Seems like they don't want to talk about that rape Titus mentioned.
Yeah.
Why not? This is a serious allegation. Make them talk about it.
Right, but who did he rape then? This is a very serious allegation. I don't want to conclude. I want to know who he raped.
No, you're not getting the name. That's a Martinez matter, and I'm not discussing it with you clowns.
Okay, I respect that. It's not like cops do much about it. There's a moment of silence.
There's nothing you can do for now. He's stonewalling you.
I see that. Volition. Who called the shots that night?
Are you deaf? There will be no singling anyone out. You can't arrest a Hardy Boy without arresting all Hardy Boys.
In today's day, they would be more than happy to do that. I'm just like, okay, cuffs all around. Shane's like, what they are really saying is they want more karaoke. Oh dear. He's been trying to encourage me to do that task. Don't know how I feel about it. Moving on.
Do you think you could do that? Do you think you could arrest them all?
I'm willing to try. A shadow of a smirk passes her lips as she tilts her head. I'm feeling like she doesn't think me capable of it. I mean, I'm not alone. I have Kim.
A trick question. Don't let her lead the conversation.
Oh dear. Address Elizabeth. I don't have to. One of them was more complicit than others. Address Titus. No, but seriously, who calls the shots around here? I mean, I wish there was a third option that was like, yeah, watch me. Because I don't think there's like necessarily one more. Okay, fine. Who calls the shots here?
Who do you fucking think does?
He sounds more amused than angry. Point at Titus. You do. You give the commands. Point at Elizabeth. I thought she did. 3. Point at Fat Angus. The biggest animal dominates the herd. I'm guessing it's the big one. I like that. Bow to the bearded man. Gangs are usually run by the oldest, most venerable member. There's a bearded one? Point at the harbor. Everett Clare runs the union. You answer to him, right? Oh, I see. A bot. Welcome, bot. Nice to see you. Moving on. I'm going with Elizabeth just because I think it'll be funny to see what he says. Points at Elizabeth. I thought she did.
It wasn't a question, dickwad. How fucking stupid are you?
I'm just fucking with you. Glad to hear I succeeded.
This asshole is worse than...
He falls silent.
Titus runs the Hardy Boys, genius. That's why we're called the Hardy Boys. Ain't that right, fellas?
Very, very proud, Shanky.
I think you got your answer, Mr. Law.
Titus grins.
Yes, there are some administrative differences. But on that night, they all acted as one man.
She gives Titus a stern look. Okay, so arrest them all, right? Anyways, okay, why don't I just arrest you?
Yeah, lawman. Why don't you?
Oh no, he takes a step closer as well, fixing his ball cap. You're a bit too willing to fuck around now, aren't you, Titus?
It's almost an anthropological sight, watching him try to assert dominance over you.
Not in the arresting mood?
His mean little eyes come alive with hatred.
By your side, the lieutenant keeps his hand away from his holster. You hear the nylon of his coat hiss as he steps closer.
Dun dun dun.
While the little rat-faced man reaches into his sleeve, there's a knife in there. Some of the others reach for their belts. Their eyes are light.
Uh-oh, what did I just do? You confessed to murder. I'm taking you in. Step even closer. Easy now. Let's just talk. Back off. Like, I know I'm gonna get shanked if I push it. But I kind of want to. Fine. Let's just talk.
Wise move. You made the right choice
Fuck
there.
you, man.
Now make another one and get the fuck out of our booth. We're not gonna do this again.
He leans back against the table, which, just to point out, he's not actually right now doing, but anyways. Only because I now know that you can die and end the game. I didn't push it, but if it was a different kind of game, I would have pushed it. Okay. So what are you going to do now?
Nothing. Your investigation here is done. Leave Martinez, go back to your stations where you belong.
Sorry, the task is to prove your authority to Titus Hardy. I don't want to prove it to him. I feel like that's stupid.
I think we're going to stick around, thanks. Some things don't add up here, Titus.
Yeah, the lieutenant closes his notebook. Exactly.
I've done this job for long enough to know that people don't just confess to first-degree murder. Even if it is a group responsibility. We're going to look into this.
For real.
Good luck with that. You've heard everything a rent-a-cop is gonna hear from us. Real law officials.
Uh-oh.
You're lucky you didn't get a beating.
I guess I had strong health. Maybe I could have withstood a beating, eh, Shane? But they mentioned a knife. I was worried about being shanked.
Forget about their games. You've mapped out the characters. Reading the footprints in the yard should be easier now.
Should it? Okay. So 2 is I want to talk about the hanging again. 3 is establish authority. 3%. Do you think I can do it? Okay, so I'm gathering that this is a conversation I need to come back to. I'm going to take off now. You are leaning on that table in the most uncomfortable way. Like, for real, dude. Anyway. I talk to Titus and establish authority in the Hardy Boys' eyes. Like, how the fuck do you do that? Tie them to any other crimes. Oh. Sorry, I'm going to start this from the top. You have to gain authority in Titus's eyes for the investigation to advance? Oh. Soften him up first. Maybe investigate the crime scene or the body. Look for a witness. Get help from the union boss. Fuck the union boss. Or the company rep. Oh yeah, tie them to any other crimes. Like drug dealing? Okay. Find out who is in the union box. I did it! Anyway, we need a map. That is definitely my next thing. But first, I saw that there were more things to click in the kitchen. And I want to click them. What's this? What is this? The tomatoes are so thinly sliced, you can see through them. Why? Are there any other clickies? Just a door again that I can't get through? Why did you bring me to thinly sliced tomatoes? Oh, I can talk to the chef again? Will that get me anywhere?
The man ponders his cooking utensils and gives you a little nod, acknowledging your presence.
One is, do you know what's behind that door? Sure, whatever, let's ask him.
He looks up at you, then looks away quickly, shrugging and muttering something to himself.
Okay.
Shrugging is an international sign for, no, I don't know what's behind that door.
Okay. Then I guess I don't think I need anything from you. That was exciting. No. And then, I mean, I'm not expecting much, but I thought I'd see if this guy has anything new to say. Oh, Sleepy Guy's gone. It's all about money, you know? You gotta spend money to make money. Okay, so you're a capitalist twat. Moving on. No more clickies. We need a map. Shane says karaoke equals ultimate authority. I'm assuming that's a hint, which is hilarious because I don't want to do karaoke. But fine. Oh, what am I doing? This one. Oh, I am holding the bag? Okay, I just wanted to make sure that if there was tear, I could pick it up. Okay. To shit ain't nothing to me. Was that guy there before? Ooh, a person. You weren't there before. Working class woman. You see a sturdy woman humming to herself. She seems to be browsing books. A good one. Point at the book, too. Hello. No ceremonies, just hello. Leave her be. Hello.
Hello?
She nods, her attention fully focused on reading. Who are you?
Me? No one. I'm just a working class woman.
Literally, that's your name. She looks up briefly.
She doesn't really want to be disturbed that much.
Clearly.
If she's such a working class woman, why isn't she working?
Wow, logic. You're very lacking the empathy. 1. Shouldn't a working class woman be working? 2. What are you doing? 3. Have a nice day. Let's go with 2.
Looking for something to read.
She reverts her attention to a worn out paperback. Phenomenal. Good. I'm a policeman. Fuck it. I'm a policeman.
I know you are.
Okay.
Everyone can see that. The rectangles.
He points to your sleeve. Right. Good then. 2. Do you need the help of a policeman? That's dumb. Good then.
Mm-hmm.
She reverts her attention to the soggy books on the bookstand. They're soggy? Do you need the help of a policeman? All right.
What with?
She tries hard to focus on the bookstand.
What with? A lot of things. For example, people tend to go missing.
1. Maybe your husband is missing. 2. Watch her browse books. 3. That's all for the moment. I'll let you read. I mean...
The woman before you nods and returns to her reading.
She is offering nothing useful at the moment, so... Oh my, she says. We need a map. Give us a map. Map.
A small mountain of colorful board game boxes. There are numerous types of games for all ages. A lot of shelf space seems to be taken up by Wirral-related merchandise.
Maps. Map over here? I know we saw
The
one.
display rack is brimming with worn paperbacks featuring an extremely muscular, sword-wielding barbarian on the cover. Nearly all the titles contain the word Hyundai somewhere.
Is that how you pronounce that? Maps. Alright, do you got maps?
You've hurt yourself now. I told you not to mess around back there. What are you even trying to accomplish, you fool?
Oh, this is the follow-up to me smashing into her door in the back. I guess I was supposed to talk to her again afterwards, which I didn't. I just left in pain. 1. Nothing. I'm just terribly clumsy sometimes. Sorry. Rub your aching forehead. Right, because I just, like, ran full force into it. 2. I thought it was obvious. I tried to smash through the door by using pure physical force. 3. I need to know what secrets lie behind the door. It's part of a spiritual quest. LOL. We're going with 2.
You're only making things worse. Stop it. Be compelled to look at the books. Go to them.
She fiddles with her pendant. Okay, farewell. For now. Book peddler. Yeah, because I want a map. It is not clear to me where the fuck I find the map. Here? Map?
Shelves filled to the brim with crime novels featuring the supposedly stalwart Vespertine detective, Dick Mullen.
Nope. This one. Map?
Shelves full of biographies of famous people, whoever they are.
Nope. Map?
This bookstore is not strictly about crime, romance, and biographies of famous people. There's also a wide range of paranatural literature.
Nope. Alright, Shane, where the fuck's the map? You said I could buy a map here, Shane. I'm running off of your advice. Where's my map? No map. No map. Just a bunch of books. Just a bunch of novels. No maps. Not in the bookstore. They're games. I was upstairs. Oh, I'm in so much fucking pain. I went here. And then I went there, and then center of the back wall. That's where I was. I went here. Oh, fuck. Thanks, Shane.
Several maps have been attached to a bulletin board hidden inside the alcove.
Literally hidden.
They're held up by small pins. The board has come loose from one corner.
My God. I missed that.
The maps look old and faded. Your eye catches a map of Insulinda, a map of Revachol, and a map of Martinez.
Okay, look at the map of Martinez.
It's not really a map. It's a tourist thing. A picture postcard with buildings on it, drawn from an isometric perspective. A date in the upper right corner says 48.
Of what century?
Still, it's detailed. Could be pretty useful for scouting ahead. You see the jagged boxes of an industrial harbor, even the whirling in rags there.
Nice, okay. Look at the map of Revachol.
The north coast of a verdant island is shattered by the delta of a river. It is the River Esperance. Countless bridges put the shards back together, connecting city blocks to river islands. La Delta says a great artificial heart in the center, teeming with life forms and construction.
Cool.
To the east, rolling hillsides, Le Jardin, Stella Marie, the suburbs of Saint-Baptiste, swallowed up into the megacity. They sound rich to you. This is Revachol East.
And west of the river?
Houdon. It's somewhere to live. Not bad. Then there's Jamrock. It's bad. People shouldn't live there, but they do. Then Forberg. It's almost as bad and much larger. Then Coal City. It's the worst.
And Martinez?
It's so small you can't even see it on the map. No, wait. There it is. North of Jamrock. The strip of coast next to the Greater Revachol Industrial Harbor. It looks downright despondent. It's almost Coal City, to be honest.
Okay.
No, this is somewhere to be. This is all you have. But it's still something. Streets and sodium lights, the sky, the world. You're still alive.
Okay. Look at the map of Insulind.
This large map displays archipelagos. You see a constellation of small dots on the light blue emptiness of the Insulindic Ocean. The largest in the northeast is La Caillou. You are here. Another, far away in the southwest, Seminese Islands, Ile de Fantôme.
La Caillou. Still makes me think of the stupid show, Caillou. What else?
Ozon, Laurentide, Fas à la Mer, Archipelagos, North Arcade Islands. All just specks of dust on the vastness of the Insulindic. On the edges of the map, the color fades into a blur of dotted lines, black and white,
Okay.
disintegrating into mathematics.
Okay.
In the northeast, a dust mite stands on the north coast of Caillou in a bookstore. It's you.
Cute. Okay. One, squint first. Can you see cities on the islands? Look at the edges. I mean, sure, let's go with one.
You can, on Caillou, Revachol, a single black star, on Ozon, Fondelaire, and Vilmandu, on Archipelagos, Croyan Moran, Villiers, on Seminine, Olduvai, and on Laurentide, Deora of the Seven Seas.
Okay.
850 million people live on these little dots, an oceanic world of culture and commerce torn apart by history.
Interesting. Look at the edges.
The ocean breaks apart into a tangle of cosines and azimuths, all pointing into pale nothingness. Windy is the north azimuth. Grad is the northeast azimuth. Samara is the east azimuth. Seo is the west azimuth. Isolas, they're called.
They're cold.
Connections to other worlds. Words past the Insulindian, unknown to you. You only know you've never been there.
Okay.
You have little idea what they are. Distant stars, gods, but looking at them makes you feel almost non-existent. Whatever they are, the Isolas are immeasurably large compared to you, and very, very far away.
Okay.
Perhaps they are gods, gods of distance and outer dust.
Interesting idea, conceptualization. Storekeep, can I buy these maps?
I'm sorry, officer. The map of Martinez is the only one available. The other two are not for sale anymore. And besides, you could scarcely afford them.
Oh, fuck you, lady.
They're quite valuable, though they might not look it. The map of Martinez is 90 cents, though.
Okay, one, why is the one of Martinez so cheap? And two, you seem to underestimate my resources, but sure, okay. Why is Martinez so cheap?
That old thing. It's an out-of-date map of a tourist location that never was nor came to be.
So it's useless to me.
From when some design studio people tried to spruce the place up 4 or 5 years ago, they also renovated the horse statue, set up those coin-operated viewers, and designed the new street lamps.
Cool.
The place does not look like a successful tourist trap, does it?
No. What happened then?
They didn't get that far, for some reason. A shame the project never got going. Would be nice if someone fixed Martinez up. All these ruins are bad for business.
Who? That's a word for it. Excuse me. So we could pay her 90 cents or we could steal it. I don't want to steal it. Just pay her 90 cents.
Always good to be informed of your surroundings.
Apparently. Alright, leave. So, now, it's in items, yeah? Interact. It's an interactive item. Interact.
The worn map features the patchwork grid of the streets of Martinez, with directions to appropriately touristy locations. Year 48 resides on the upper right corner.
Trace a path through the grid.
Your finger moves through the various streets, across Rue de Saint-Ghislain and Rue Saint-Sipar, over Saint-Brun and Martinez North.
Okay.
Finally, coming to a halt on the spot where you are currently standing, although the map gives no such indication itself.
Okay.
For a more detailed view of the map, go to your journal and select the Map tab.
I know, I was getting there. Thank you, tutorial agent. Put the map away. I just wanted to see. Okay, so then we go here. Then we go here. Aha! Hey, okay. Oh. Okay, okay. So we scroll. Footprints. Kuno. We don't see any footprints. Measure head. Container. Okay, so what you're saying is I have a lot of space to still explore over here. Okay. Titus. Map wall. Okay, sleeping dock worker. We have not encountered. We have done Tomula home. Have we encountered the sleeping dock worker? He wasn't asleep. Anyway. Annette. Bird's nest. Okay. Okay. Context. That helps. Cool. Alright, and then it is 5:20. Okay. The place that I smashed myself into. I feel like I want to try again, but I'm probably not gonna get anywhere. So I got my map, and now, admittedly, I'm in a lot of pain, so I don't think I'm gonna play the full 2 hours. But something I wouldn't have, I should have done this before leaving. Something I wouldn't have noticed is either, and these are two things that Shane basically pointed out to me, is that I didn't have the map yet. Because I was like, how the fuck and where the fuck do I find it? If you guys remember in the last stream, I went looking in the middle of the night, sort of, late at night to Fritz, or whatever it's called, the variety store, to see if they had the map. They did not have the map. But anyway, Shane pointed out that if I go in here and I make an effort to apparently look in the mirror, I will be able to see my face. Mirror.
A mirror hangs above a bent and broken sink. In a fierce discharge of masculine energy, someone has ripped half the faucet off.
That's dumb.
Hot water sprays from the base and steam covers the mirror. You cannot see yourself, just the outline of a man.
Okay.
Suddenly, you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there, underneath the soft vapor.
1, really nothing to wipe the mirror. 3, no way, I'm not doing this. Really nothing?
Really, all recollection of the person you are, the people in your life, and even the world you're in has drowned in a sea of blood alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
This was no mere night of drinking. It was a deluge of world-ending proportions.
That sounds about right. Wipe the mirror.
As you slowly reach your hand towards the surface of the mirror. Abort. You clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you see there, and you will never unbecome it.
That's hilarious. 1, I don't care. Still wipe the mirror. 2, maybe I should touch it first. Make sure there's nothing wrong with my face. Better not. No. Better not. No. Leave. I mean, sure, touch my face.
Yeah, there is definitely something wrong with it.
What? What's wrong? 2, how bad could it be? I mean, what's wrong?
Where to even begin? There is the bloatedness, then the swollenness. It's like there's an upholstery of alcohol underneath your skin.
That is how that works. Yep. 1, I'm sorry, touch your nose. 2, at least my tongue is okay, touch your tongue. 3, I'm scared. I want to stop doing this. Wipe the mirror now. I don't want to say sorry. At least my tongue is okay.
It's not. It's swollen and snail-like, wriggling between your fingers.
Oh, that's gross. Wipe the mirror now.
Behold.
Your face.
You have no idea who this thing is, do you?
It's art. I don't know. Dear Lord, help me. What is this? 2. Of course I do. It is some kind of superstar. I think I'm a superstar. This is the face of a late stage alcoholic. Alright, let's go with 1.
Whatever it is, at least it's dead now. There's clearly rigor mortis on your face. Oh wait, is that an expression? Are you trying to make an expression with that face?
I don't know. 1. I'm not making it. The face is making it itself. 2. I have no idea why it's there. It just is. I mean, yeah. 1.
Please stop. It's horrible. You're scaring yourself.
Oh dear. Okay, try to stop. 2. No, this is what superstars do. Keep making the face. No, this is what superstars do.
You can't, can you? It's like it's not even voluntary anymore. You have worn that grin into your face, and now it won't come off.
That's a good thing, right?
What does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey?
I have no idea. Superstardom. I love that. 2. God, I don't know. It's indescribable. 3. I think it's supposed to look suggestive. I'm afraid it's meant for the ladies. 4. I'm insinuating that I'm vaguely sympathetic. I think I'm sort of pulling it off too, in a sad has-been kind of way. There is some charm to it. And 3 is it's an expression of pain. I am conflicted between 1 and 5. Fuck it, superstardom.
You should check yourself for a pulse, superstar. From here, it looks like a cadaverous spasm.
Well, excuse the fuck me, judgment. Check for pulse. I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
Good call. Go ahead and try something if you like. Or, stop staring into the mirror.
Okay, 1 is encyclopedia check, which is high. Dig deep into your mind to locate the source of the expression. Electrochemistry super low because I refuse to do drugs right now. Attempt to stop the expression from happening. That's funny. Also super low. Interfacing is use your chain cutter to fix the faucet. Stop steam from fogging up the mirror. That's hilarious. What the fuck? Chain cutter? Anyway. Let the mirror be for now. I want to try the really high one, because why not? Encyclopedia. Dig deep.
It belongs in the 3rd decade of the current century. Enough time had passed from the failure of the revolution that, for a fleeting moment, free market economy seemed like the ultimate, uncontested way of life for our species.
Okay.
Things were good. It was smooth sailing. People made gold and champagne-tinted interiors and facades to suit the times, calling this the new style. But more importantly, disco happened.
Ooh.
Forget about ostentatious orchestrations. For Revachol, your city, that meant only one thing. Guillaume le Million.
Okay.
If it doesn't rhyme, you're not pronouncing it right.
Guillaume le Million.
Out of the dazzling swirl of disco music, in an open-air boîte de nuit, somewhere in Revachol West, Guillaume's blonde mane appeared on the screen. He sang some bullshit. Then he made the expression.
Oh, and we have heard about him before. I can't remember who was talking to us about him. Someone was. So I adopted it. Why? 2. I feel the need to add a clicking sound when I make it. Click, click. 3. Excuse me. How long ago was the new? 4. Anything else? Like, who am I? Why did I become a cop? Why did I drink myself into oblivion? 5. Does this have anything to do with ostentatious orchestrations? And 6 is, I guess that's it then. So I adopted it. Why?
Everyone loved it. Maybe you thought some of the stardust would rub off on you. Maybe it did. Either way, it's all gone now. Only the grimace remains.
That's hilarious. Okay. How long ago was the new?
There is a vast ocean of time between right now and the expression. Looking good on you, or anyone. 2 decades, if the calendar is to be trusted. Humanity has run aground in that time. It's a different world now. The expression is a relic.
Interesting. Why would you add a clicking sound? I think that's silly. It is important to ask for, though. Anything else? Like, who the fuck I am? Or why I drank myself into oblivion?
You have some understanding of the near history of disco, plus the trivia you've picked up along the way. Episodic memory, however, remains in the dark. It may never return. You should prepare yourself for that.
Just constant amnesia. That's great. It's an awesome feeling, losing your whole sense of self. That's amazing. Yep. Does this have anything to do with ostentatious orchestrations?
Not really. OO must have just stirred your mind. They're more like a disco rock band anyway.
Okay. I guess that's it then.
It doesn't have to be. You can swoon over Guillaume and his champagne-corked smile whenever you want to. Maybe some of the stardust will return.
That's hilarious. But these are super low, so I'm not doing them. Let's let the mirror be for now. Alright. So now we can see our face. I didn't notice that I had failed to click on that. I guess I scanned, door. I scanned too much and I never landed on the mirror, but now that I see door, can't open it, eh? You know me and doors. Real tempted to smash into it. Anyway, Shane says click click, like what you would make out of the corner of your mouth while firing finger guns. No, I get it. That's why I didn't select it, Shane, because I thought it was fucking stupid. But anyway, there we go. Now, close my door. Security purposes. Now we are good. I can see my gorgeous face, and I have a map so I can see where the fuck I'm going. We've determined who the fuck the murderers are, so there's that. And we have a lot of tasks to move on with, but I am having a whole lot of pain. So I am going to call it early. Sorry, guys. Quick save. And then, right, save game. That's what I meant to say. Nope. Continue. Main menu. That's what I'm trying to do. There we go. Confirm. So, apologies for having to end it early. I'm just super distracted because of my pain. But, I feel like we accomplished a few things. We got ourselves in a good place so that as of the stream next week, assuming that happens, I might have another holiday because I got a lot going on this week. So I might see you guys on the 14th. We'll see. But either way, as of the next stream, I feel like we're in a good place now. We got all our gadgets and our stuffs. We can go have some more conversations, do some more investigating, fill in some more blanks, do some more tasks, etc. But yeah, I'm just really having a hard time processing what I'm reading and enjoying myself because of the pain. So I'm just going to call it for today. Thank you so much to all those who joined. I really appreciate it. Whether you are commenting or lurking, your presence always means a lot to me. So I do appreciate you guys joining in. And I do hope to see you again sometime in the near future. If you haven't seen my previous streams and you want to catch up on where we are at and all the things that have happened, you can go to my TikTok where there's lots of different clips, or you can go to my YouTube channel where I have the full streams available for anybody who wants to watch them. And in the meantime, I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you so much, and take care for now. Bye.